Most of the times you can study yourself also. That's why I've started this one. So now coming to so as I was telling you about the foundation engineering, so basic things I told you. Once again, I will repeat when in the end of the class, what are those basic definitions. But first I will take now, what are the failures which takes under the soil? What are the factors as failures which take under the soil? So now, as I told you, this is the figure. You try to understand this one. There are three types of failures. One is general shear failure, second is local shear failure, and third is punched shear failure. So what happens when these failure takes place, how the soil behaves, what is the diagram, pressure diagram for all these things, you should know it. So whenever, suppose now this is the footing, you are applying load here. This is the footing and you have applied the load here. So on the footing, when you apply the load, the thing is, it is not like steel where you get a well-defined curve. Everything is smooth. It is not like steel. Here the thing says, as I know, steel is dense, whereas this is made up of, soil is made up of voids. So first, whenever you apply the force, the entire force is taken by voids. So voids are filled with air sometimes, sometimes with water. If air is expelled, it is called compaction. And when water is expelled, it is called consolidation. So the entire force or load is taken by the voids. After that, the reduction or compression of soil takes place. But it's very small. So in the beginning, it behaves as if it is a elastic body. So a triangle you will get, and when it reach the the plastic state, after elasticity, the load is transformed from this elastic to plastic in the sides, and after sides the load transfers to the upward soil, and sometimes because of having it comes outside of the ground level also. So in this way, whenever the load is applied, you will get a figure like this, Okay, so as I told you, there are three types of failures. This is very, very, very important, and maximum times it has been asked. One is general shear failure, second is local shear failure, third is punched shear failure. General shear failure, local shear failure, and punched shear failure. Remember, जनरल फेल्यूर में क्या होता है, पंचड में क्या होता है, और लोकल में क्या होता है, मैं आपको बताता हूं. See here, general means some resistance is there. लोकल मीन्स इट इज मीडियम. पंचड मीन्स आपको कोई रेजिस्टेंस नहीं रहता. आपका जो भी बिल्डिंग है, लोड गिरने के बाद वो धस जाता पूरी तरह. तो इट इज टोटली अ वेस्ट. That is punched shear failure. So one by one we will study. So first case is general shear failure. First is general shear failure. So what is this general shear failure? You see here, when the load is applied on the footing, in the case of general shear failure, continuous failure surfaces develops between the edges of the footing and the ground surface as shown in figure. This figure I will show you once again. When the pressure approaches the value QF, the state of plastic equilibrium is reached initially in the soil around the edge of the footing, and it then gradually spreads downwards and outwards. Ultimately, the state of plastic equilibrium is fully developed through the soil above the failure surface. Above the failure surface. I will show the figure and explain you the things. You see here what happens in case of general shear failure. You see here, this is the example of general shear failure. So what actually happens in general failure? In general shear failure, when load is applied, so initially some elasticity portion will be there, some elastic zone will be developed, and this is in the form of triangle. Of course, when air is expelled and water is expelled, it behaves as if an elastic zone. So in the beginning, you will get a triangle like this. After this, when this value increases, load increases further, reaches nearer to QF, दैट इज बेरिंग कैपेसिटी। तो यहाँ पर प्लास्टिक स्टेट डेवलप होता, एंड वॉट एवर द लोड हियर इज देयर नो, दैट इज ट्रांसफर्ड, that load is transferred to the side soils. So after this, again this load is comes upwards, and sometimes it goes beyond the edge of ground level also, beyond the edge of ground level also. So this is the diagram for general shear failure. So when we derive it, we take this type of diagram only. But remember, it is a, I mean, imaginary diagram. ट्रायंगल मतलब एग्जैक्टली ट्रायंगल नहीं बनता आपका, आपका ट्रायंगल नहीं बनता, मतलब आप थोड़ा बहुत नीचे की तरफ आ जाता है ऐसा ट्रायंगुलर शेप में. बट फॉर इजी डेरिवेशन व्हाट वी टेक इज, वी टेक हियर as triangle only. First part is triangle. After that, plastic state will come into existence. This load is transferred to surrounding soil, and from there the stress is transferred upwards. The stress is developed or transferred upwards. So this is all about general shear failure. This is all about general shear failure. Actually what happens in general shear failure? So general shear failure में जब आप load versus settlement curve draw करते, so this is the load taken, whatever the load you are applying, settlement is, शुरू में जब load apply करते हैं तो कोई settlement नहीं होता, it is zero. फिर आप लोड बनाते फिर भी कोई चीज नहीं होता, फिर लोड बनाते फिर कोई चीज नहीं होता, फिर लोड बनाते फिर चीज नहीं होता. A point will come when load is applied, there is settlement will takes place. जैसे जैसे आप लोड बनाते जाते सेटलमेंट भी बढ़ते जाता. एक पॉइंट ऐसा आता, you will get a point where it is the maximum load. तो ये मैक्सिमम लोड आपको जनरल शेयर फेल्योर में दिखता, ये लोकल शेयर फेल्योर और पंच शेयर फेल्योर में नहीं दिखता. दिस इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. तो एक ऐसा पॉइंट आता वहां पर मैक्सिमम लोड रहता, देयर द लोड इज मैक्सिमम, और ये मैक्सिमम लोड रहने से, and because of this maximum load, maximum settlement up to here takes place. And after this maximum load point, even if you don't, I mean, if you are not applying load also, the load is not going to apply here, then also it is going to sink further. It is going to sink further. So this is all about general shear failure. This is all about general shear failure. Okay, once again, after the figure, I will explain the things here, whatever I have written here. And what are its characteristics, we will study one by one. It is in detail. So now this type of failure is seen in dense and stiff soil. Soil sand रहा तो dense रहना, clay रहा तो stiff रहा, तो इस type के soil में ही general shear failure होता है. तो failure का सबसे अच्छा part है. पंच मतलब आपका building पूरी तरह क्या बोलते हैं आपको sink हो जाता. Okay, but such is the not case here. This is the best type. So it is all about general shear failure, and it is found in dense sand or stiff clay. And these are the some characteristics are there. So one by one we will study now. First of all, continuous, well-defined and distinct failure surface develops between the edge of the footing and ground surface. As I have shown you the figure, because of general shear failure, you will get a well-defined point, a figure. एक वेल डिफाइंड पॉइंट इलास्टिक जोन में रहता, उसके बाद और दो साइड में हो जाते, फिर ऊपर की तरफ जाता. ऐसा एक वेल डिफाइंड कंटिन्यूअस पॉइंट यू विल गेट इन केस ऑफ जनरल shear failure. Continuous, well-defined and distinct failure surface develops between the edge of the footing and ground surface. Between the edge of the footing and ground surface. Next is dense or stiff soil that undergoes low compressibility experiences this failure. मतलब जहां पर compression कम है, जहां compression ज्यादा है वो पंचड़ है, एकदम दबते जाता, लोकल है इसके बाद सेकंड नंबर का. लेकिन जहां पर कॉम्प्रेसिबिलिटी सबसे कम है, इट इज जनरल shear failure. It is general shear failure. Continuous bulging of shear mass adjacent to footing is visible. फुटिंग के साइड में जो रहता, बिकॉज ये सारा लोड उस तरफ जाता, इसलिए बल्जिंग और बल्गिंग क्या बोलते हैं आप पता नहीं, आई कॉल इट एज बल्जिंग, मतलब बढ़ जाता है ऐसा। कंटिन्यूअस बल्जिंग ऑफ shear मास adjacent to footing is visible. Adjacent to footing is visible. And the next one is failure is accompanied by tilting of footing. So when a soil fails by general shear failure, so most of the times a tilting also takes place. Most of the times tilting also takes place. Failure is sudden and catastrophic with pronounced peak in P delta load curve, means load settlement curve. Load settlement curve means this failure is sudden. At once it happens, and one peak point we'll get in load versus settlement curve. That diagram I have shown you, that curve also I have shown you. So there you get a particular point. So that failure is sudden and catastrophic, and that peak is pronounced here, and that peak point is the maximum load point, and that easily you can find in load versus settlement curve. That easily you can find out in load versus settlement curve. Next, the length and disturbance beyond the edge of the footing is large. So whatever, of course, definitely it is in case of general shear failure, the disturbance beyond, that is length and disturbance beyond the edge of the footing is large. State of plastic equilibrium is reached initially at the footing edge and spreads gradually downwards and outwards. This also we know. Below the triangle, as I told you, as I told you, it reaches to plastic state, and the stress develops to sides and then towards upwards, And finally, how the general shear failure is decided. How the general shear failure is decided. तो लिख लो, general shear failure is accompanied by low stress. यहाँ पर स्ट्रेस कम रहता, that is less than 5% रहता, वहीं पर general shear failure will happen. Okay, if strain is high, compressibility is high, then you have to go for local shear failure or punched shear failure. General shear failure means it is not at all failure at all. It is also just like a safety part is only there. So general shear failure में strain कितना रहता मालूम है, हमेशा less than 5% रहता. Less than 5% strain is there, means it is general shear failure. And next is soil with considerable phi. मतलब phi एंगल ऑफ शेयरिंग रेजिस्टेंस अगर से 36 डिग्री या उससे ज्यादा रहा, 36 डिग्रीज और 36 डिग्री से ज्यादा रहा, then it is called general shear failure. याद रखो, phi देख के आप डिसाइड कर सकते हैं. phi अगर से 36 डिग्री से ज्यादा है, so then it is general shear failure. Then it is general shear failure. Strain should be less than 5%, and angle of shear resistance should be greater than 36 degree. Greater than 36 degree. And large N means number of blows, N is always greater than 30. N is always greater than 30. And relative density का formula आपको मालूम है, E maximum minus E minimum divided by E minus E minimum. Like this formula is there. In the first chapter only, last time I taught, this should be greater than 70%. Greater than 70%. तो याद रखो, जनरल shear failure कहां पर होता, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, तो उसकी चीजें याद रखो. जहां पर लो स्ट्रेन है, स्ट्रेन अगर से 5% से कम है, तो देयर जनरल shear failure takes place. Strain is less than 5%, then it is general shear failure. Second, the soil is with high angle of shearing resistance. मतलब shear angle of shearing resistance अगर 36 डिग्री से ज्यादा है, angle of shearing resistance is more than 36 degrees, then also it is general shear failure. then also it is general shear failure. And next is n means SPT में मालूम होता आपको नंबर ऑफ ब्लोज, मैं जब प्रैक्टिकल कराऊंगा आपको बताता. n should be greater than 30%. himself is director. n is greater than 30 degrees. It decides, it is the main director, it is decides. If it is greater than 30 degrees, it is greater than 30 degrees, n SPT में आता है नंबर ऑफ ब्लोज कितने लगाते हैं हम, then it is general shear failure. और फाइनली रिलेटिव डेंसिटी आपका 70% से ऊपर है, देन आल्सो इट इज जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर. तो जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर के ये चार चीजें रखो, ये प्रॉब्लम्स में यूज होते हैं. आपको कभी कभी नहीं बताता हो कि ये जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर है क्या लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर है, दैट यू हैव टू डिसाइड योरसेल्फ. So there it is helpful. If strain is less than 5%, it is general shear failure. If angle of shearing resistance is greater than 36 degrees, it is general shear failure. Okay, if n number of blows are greater than 30, it is general shear failure, and relative density is greater than 70%, then it is general shear failure. General shear failure, got it? These are the four basic properties. From that we can decide that it is general shear failure or local shear failure. Local shear failure, got it? Once again I will show you how the general shear failure figure is there. The failure surface is like this. This is the load versus settlement curve. This is the load versus settlement curve. Again here also this is a well defined failure pattern. इसका जो फेल्यूर पैटर्न है, इसका जो फेल्यूर पैटर्न है, इट इज वेल डिफाइंड है. पहले एक ट्रायंगल है, दो पैराबोलिक स्पाइरल्स है, फिर और एक दो स्पाइरल्स है, और कभी कभी हेविंग होके ऊपर की तरफ भी जाता. तो इसका एक फिक्स फिगर है. आपको दूसरे फेल्यूर में इस टाइप का फिगर नहीं मिलता. उसके बाद द लोड सेटलमेंट कर्व इंडिकेट्स द फेल्यूर इज अबट अल्टीमेट लोड कैन बी इजीली लोकेटेड. तो यहां पर आपको एक पॉइंट मिलता जहां से आप अल्टीमेट लोड निकाल सकते हैं, जहां से आप अल्टीमेट लोड निकाल सकते हैं. A bulging of round surface adjacent to the foundation, of course, adjacent to the foundation, bulging of foundation takes place. Bulging of this ground surface takes place. Next, finally, general shear failure is accompanied by low strain, considerable phi is 30 greater than 36 degrees, n is greater than 30, and relative density is greater than 70 degrees. यहाँ तो नोट्स में है, मैं हाथ से भी लिखा था. So these are the things you should know. These are the things you should know about general shear failure. These are the things you should know about general shear failure. I think general shear failure is very much clear now. Once next I will take local shear failure, और local shear failure के बाद हम दोनों का differences निकालेंगे. उसके बाद punctual shear failure पढ़ेंगे. And remember this topic is very important, general shear failure. Now coming to local shear failure. ओके, सॉइल ठीक है तो जनरल शेयर फेल होता है, लेकिन सॉइल और जनरल शेयर फेल वाले सॉइल से थोड़ा वीक है, मीडियम है, देन इट इज लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर. It is an intermediate failure mode in which clearly defined failure lines develop, but only immediately below the footing and extending only short distances beyond the footing area. There is neither sudden failure nor clearly defined ultimate load. तो लोकल शेयर फेलियर में क्या होता मालूम है, यहां पर भी लोड आता है तो पहले तो इलास्टिक जोन होता, पहले तो पोर्स में से पानी निकल जाता, एयर निकल जाता, इलास्टिसिटी का एक ट्रायंगल बनता. उसके बाद जो है जो फिगर बनता है वो पूरी तरह ऊपर तक नहीं आता, ये कट हो जाता है. तो स्ट्रेस क्या है, ये पूरी तरह ट्रांसफर नहीं होता यहाँ पर. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड लोकल शेयर failure. This is called local shear. कहां पर होता है local shear failure? Local shear failure generally occurs in loose and medium sands and medium clays. जबकि वो किसमें होता था general shear failure? It is in dense sand and stiff clay. Dense sand and stiff clay. और ये जो है ये लूज एंड मीडियम सैंड एंड मीडियम क्ले में लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर होता है. और यहां पर वेल डिफाइंड आपको जो फिगर आता था पिछले में, इसमें नहीं आता, फिगर आधा ही बनता है यहां पर. बियॉन्ड दिस वी कैन नॉट डिफाइन हियर. Slight bulging of the ground adjacent to the foundation also takes place. Got it? So this is all about local shear failure. और local shear failure में जब आप डायग्राम बनाते लोड वर्सेस सेटलमेंट का, लोड वर्सेस सेटलमेंट का डायग्राम बनाते, यहां पर आपको कोई मैक्सिमम लोड मिलने वाला नहीं है. सेटलमेंट बढ़ते 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 जाता, उसके बाद एक ऐसा पॉइंट आ जाता जहां से आपका लोड अभी सेटलमेंट बढ़ते ही जाता लेकिन कम नहीं होता. और यहां पर हम ये डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते कि एट दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट, at this particular point, I mean this much settlement is there. जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर में हमको मालूम होता, जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर में जहां पर मैक्सिमम लोड रहता ना, तो वहां पर सेटलमेंट मैक्सिमम रहता, और वहां के बाद उस वो पॉइंट मिलने के बाद आपको एक्स्ट्रा लोड देने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप लोड भी नहीं देंगे. इफ इट रीच टू दैट पॉइंट इट स्टार्ट्स सिंकिंग, तो वहां से सेटलमेंट स्टार्ट होता. जबकि हम वेल डिफाइंड पॉइंट हम लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर में पता नहीं कर सकते, लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर में हम पता नहीं कर सकते. व्हाट आर द थिंग्स आई हैव रिटन हियर, आई विल शो यू अबाउट लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर. In local shear failure, there is a significant compression of the soil under the footing and only partial, of course, not the full, it is partial, only partial development of state of plastic equilibrium. मतलब लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर में भी जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर की वैसा कॉम्प्रेशन होता, लेकिन यहां पर जो है ये उतना नहीं है जैसा कि जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर में था. ओके, और ये जो है पूरा पिक्चर नहीं बनाता आपका, एक लेवल के आए बाद प्लास्टिक इक्विलिब्रियम रुक जाता, एक लेवल को आने के बाद प्लास्टिक इक्विलिब्रियम विल स्टॉप. Due to this reason, the failure surface do not reach the ground surfaces and only slight heaving occurs. तो इसकी वजह से जो आपके फिगर बनने थे, प्रेशर डायग्राम बनने थे, वो नहीं बन सकते, वो साइड में रहते, reach the ground surfaces and only slight heaving occurs. The pressure settlement curve is represented by a curve where the peak of the base resistance may never be foundation. Do not expected local shear failure associated with soils of high compressibility than general shear failure, and in sands having relative density lying between 35 to 70%. रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ज्यादा रहा तो जनरल शेयर फेल्यूर है, कम रहा 70 से 35 70 के बीच में रहा तो इट इज लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर, इट इज लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर. The failure is not sudden and it is characterized by occurrence of relatively large settlements which not be accepted in practice. मतलब यहाँ पर सेटलमेंट बहुत बड़े बड़े हो जाएंगे which are not needed at all, which are not at all needed, not necessary also. So this type of failure is seen in relatively loose and soft soils. Of course, वो dense sand में था general shear failure, stiff clay में था, लेकिन ये loose और soft soil में है. The following are the characteristics of local shear failure. Remember this question and this topic is very 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 important. तो soil shear में कैसा fail होता? One is yes, general shear failure. Next is local shear failure, and third is punched shear failure. Punched shear failure. Got it? So characteristics I will tell you one by one. See, this all theory part you may be getting a little bit bored also, whether you are listening me or not, I don't know. But from tomorrow onwards or day of tomorrow onwards, I will start derivation. Once I will do a very, very important Terzgi's derivation is there. If I do that derivation and after that, when we start the numericals, the things will become a little bit interesting. Now it is all everything is theory and also that also imaginary theory. And above all, after a heavy lunch, you people are sitting in front of me. I mean, in front of computer. So now a significant compression of soil below the footing and the partial development of plastic equilibrium is observed. तो यहाँ पर जो है footing वहाँ उससे ज्यादा compression है, लेकिन यहाँ पार्शियल प्लास्टिक इक्विलिब्रियम जो है वहां पर जैसा फुल्ली डेवलप होता यहाँ पर वैसा नहीं होता, यहाँ पर कम रहता है. Then failure is not sudden and there is no tilting of footing. There the tilting of footing is take in place in case of which foundation? General shear failure. But in local shear failure, such is the not case. In local shear failure, such is the not case. Next thing is third one, failure surface is not well defined. As I told you, failure surface is well defined in case of general shear failure, but this is not the case with local shear failure. Local shear failure. Failure is characterized by considerable settlement. Well-defined peak is absent in P delta curve. So if you draw the load versus settlement curve, you will get a particular point where the settlement is maximum, load is maximum, and that load is called maximum load. So that is available. That is available in case of general shear failure. बट लोकल शेयर फेल्यूर में ऐसा कोई पॉइंट आपको नहीं मिलता. Well defined peak is absent in case of load versus settlement curve. Then local shear failure is accompanied by large strain. वहां स्ट्रेन लेस देन 5% था, लेकिन यहाँ स्ट्रेन है ग्रेड 10 और 20% के बीच में. Strain is in between 10 and 20% in a soil with considerably low phi. Phi is less than 28 degrees. तो वहां कितना था, phi is greater than 36 degrees. वहां strain कितना था, lower than 5 degrees, but here the strain is in between 10 to 20 degrees. There the phi was greater than 36 degrees, here it is less than 28 degrees. And low n, वहां पर n था greater than 30. Number of blows should be greater than 30. This was the condition there. But here the condition is n should be less than 5. तो इसके बाद 2 मिनट का ब्रेक ले लो और उसके बाद स्टार्ट करेंगे. और यहाँ रिलेटिव डेंसिटी जो है इट इज ग्रेटर देन 20% ओनली. देयर इट वाज ग्रेटर देन 70%. तो देखो स्ट्रेन वहां लेस देन 5 है 10 to 20. वहां पर 5 लेस देन 28 डिग्रीज, यहाँ पर लेस देन 36 degrees it was there, and here it is less than 28 degrees, and n was greater than 30 there, n is less than 5 here. And finally relative density id is greater than 70%,